Hi everyone. So today's topic that we'll be working on is order of evaluation. And if we take an expression, there are certain rules that an expression need to follow while it's computing the result. And while there are some operators in it, and these operators also have a priority that it needs to follow. So these rules are called the precedence rules, and we look into the errors first. So the common errors are missing parentheses, as I have mentioned. So these parentheses have a greater value while computing. We look into an example later. So if we miss one of the parentheses from its place, then the result is going to change. Math expression for range. Yeah, so we'll just take this example right here. So the programmer wants to compute the age, like he wants to check if the age is between 16 and 25, but if he gives this expression like this, like same like this, then the result is definitely going to change, because the expression is evaluated from left to right. So the first it evaluates will be 16 less than age, and if it is less, it returns true, and this true value is then appended to the less than 25, and the whole expression is evaluated there. So the definitely the result is going to change later. And yeah, the operators and or, you just cannot use one and or one pipe for an or. It should be the double and the double or. So the priority of the operators goes like this. The first priority goes to the parenthesis. Let's look at here. What if we remove these two parentheses right here and place a parenthesis over here? Then the computation value will be b plus c minus d. Later on, the whole result will be appended to the multiplication here, and we are going to get the result. But this is not what we wanted, so parenthesis always has the higher priority. So b plus c is calculated first, and then it's multiplied to the a, and the whole thing will be later subtracted from d. The next priority goes to the logical not, and then to the simple mathematic operators, that is the multiplication. Like those also have a priority, like first goes to the multiplication. This is the simple math, I guess you all will be knowing it. That is the multiplication, division, and then the percentile, then the plus and minus, then goes to the relational, and then to the equality, and so on. The switch statements. So what a switch statement exactly is. So we will be giving an expression in the switch function, and there are certain cases in the switch function. When this expression matches with the constant value of the case, then the particular block of statements in that case will be executed. And the switch statement expression should always be an integer, character, or a string. It should definitely not be a boolean or a floating point type. So let us take at this simple example right here. This we have initialized the number to 20, and we have given switch off number. So the number will be equal to 20. It goes to the first case, and case 10 is not equal to 20, so it won't get executed right here. So case 2 will be equal to 20. Case 20 will be equal to 20. So it prints out 20. The output will be equal to 20. Okay, so what is a switch statement without a break? So break will help us see if this is what we wanted. Like case 0 is what we wanted as the output. And then it goes, executes, and prints out this statement right here and breaks the switch right here, so it comes out of the switch. So break is used so that it goes, so if it goes out of the switch. If break is not being used, then the next case will be executed after the case 0. Boolean data type. So the Java has an inbuilt data type called the Boolean data type. It returns two values that will be true and false. So Boolean usually has just two values. One is the true and one is the false. Yeah. So a variable is assigned to true or false. That is what Boolean does. String comparisons. Yeah, string comparisons can be done in two ways. One is using the equality operator and one is the relational operators. We'll just go through equality first. So two strings can be compared for equality. Okay, let's say we have given two strings. So to compare them, like they can be equal when it has same number of characters or the letters, they should be same, and every character is identical in both the strings. These are the two constraints. Let us go through this example right here. So a user word is the user defined word. Using the scanner function, the user is giving a word, and if that is equals is the function which is used to check if the string is equal. So equals to USA. If it is equal to USA, then we are going to print out the United States of America. So the user entered the USA word right here, and the output we got is United States of America. String comparison using relational. So the thing here is, yeah, two strings can be compared. Like they can be compared when the alphabetic, like the letters are sorted. Each alphabet has an ASCII value. Let me write it down here. So the ASCII value for capital A is 65, capital B is 66, and so on. While the ASCII value for the smaller letters starts from 97, 98, and so on. So when apples and apples need to be compared, we can say that this is lesser because capital A has the lesser ASCII value at 65, but small a has a ASCII value of 97, so apples will be greater. So you can use the dot compare to function. Compare to function will compare two strings. String access operations. So a sequence of characters is called a string. So each character in a string, like suppose if we have, let us take an example of string itself. String is itself a string. So what if we want to get a character from a particular index? So as every character in a string has a particular index or a particular position which is called the index. So we can retrieve the character out from that particular index. And for that we are going to use the function called char at. So right here, what if we give char at of 1 and the word is water for suppose. So the index starts from 0 and this will be 0th index, this will be first index. So the letter it's going to return will be A. We can also append two strings, and it can be done using plus or the concat function. So let us say suppose we have hey as the first string, and if we add s plus this, then the result will be going to be this. But at the same time we can also use concat. It appends both of the strings and returns the same output. Here we used s because hey is stored in the s string.